One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Bears offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're going to run it. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That pressure got to him and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He's got his man across the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USC's offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Noel Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Running into the open space. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air, it's Mayava. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Strachan. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down for the offense.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Strachan. Inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here.
At the 11-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
USC, number 17, with the grab and the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Got his man in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The Golden Bears can really attack on this second and short. Quick completion to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Now from inside the red zone. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Morris. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Gives it on the option. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Golden Bears look to do some damage in the red zone. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Sanders. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think
Turning it on! Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Here's the handoff. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Cal!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Finds his tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always...
Going over the top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Got a man. It's Lemon.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Just drives it between the uprights. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
And the Golden Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Third down coming.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Finds his man. It's Johnson.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Across the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
The play action fake. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
And the Golden Bears have this offense rolling. They'll move the tight end. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the ground, it's Sanders. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go right back to him. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down.
4th down.
The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Jackson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab, it's Sanders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Hold and fired complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Calls it in. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's King. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. Now, on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans are on the move. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Sanders. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete and charged loose by the hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Looking left. Wide open, makes the catch. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now. And they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.